This is Daryl Kirkup from CRS Publicity. It's great to have a chance to catch up with two of our fine singer-songwriters in Australian country music, James Stewart Keene and Steve McNaughton.
Yes, I'll go cross country to find you. I'll go cross country to find you. I will go cross country to find you. Find you, I will.
Let's have a chat about the current single that you've got out on radio at the moment, Steve, Cross Country. It's a great song from an album called Eagles Aloft. Tell us a little bit about the album and also about the song, where the song came from.
Yeah, the song came from, I was coming back from a trip down the snow actually, from crossing the Monaro Plains, and it occurred to me that what it would be like to try and track down someone who you'd known before, had a relationship before, who'd left, if they'd gone a long way away, like some far-off country town or a remote homestead or something like that.
Yeah.
And you'd really have to go cross-country to find them. And sort of thing followed from that. We've all had relationships where people have left and we wish we'd persuade them to stay. Yeah. And I just sort of, and I certainly had one, just wondering, could you go back and find them after all that time and over all that distance?
Absolutely,
That was
exactly.
the theme of the song.
Was Cross Country sort of one of the first songs where you sort of dabbled in the country genre?
It really was. It's really my first country song that I would call country, and I'm starting to co-write a lot more with James and other people, and I want to go down that avenue, and I think it'll work for me, and hopefully people like what I come up with.
Absolutely.
At the bottom of the barrel there's a whole lot of love. Honey, don't you know? There's a whole lot of love at the bottom of the barrel. So glad you let me go. Yeehaw! At the bottom of the barrel.
We'll talk about James, your new single now. It's great to have you guys together because following on from a single that everyone will know, House of Love, which has been on radio for quite a while now.
That's right.
You've got an album coming out not too far down the track called The Navigator. You just released the brand new single from that, which I do love. It's called Bottom of the Barrel. And the great thing about you guys is you've actually co-written this particular song.
That's right.
Tell us about the track.
We were in downtown Nashville sitting in a hotel room, and that was the idea I brought to our session in Nashville.
Okay, yeah.
And funny enough, we were drinking beer again, cheap American beer. And I said, look, Steve, I've got this idea, and I played it, and he loved the riff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And the first thing we do
riff.
when we sit down and co-write is, look, what's this song about?
Yeah.
And Bottom of the Barrel, it conjures up so many images. Like,
Absolutely.
what does it mean? Steve goes, well, it's the dregs, isn't it? Yeah. So, well, yeah, that's, at the bottom of the barrel is a whole lot of love.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Then what does that mean? So,
Very much so.
okay, so we wanted to put a positive spin on a guy who's unlucky in love.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, here's an interesting twist. He's at the bottom of the barrel. How about he finds himself, drowning his sorrows, but there's a benefit.
All right,
He's doing okay after all.
There's a benefit for that. He's getting some attention.
Absolutely.
And but we just had some classic moments. The world looks better through a beer, and we're going. You see this guy, with a schooner or something,
Absolutely.
looking through it. The world looks a lot better.